Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another week of the Speakers Room with Ignite Women's Empowerment Summit. Thank you for all those that have joined me all so far and will be joining me. I'm excited about this season because we are entering what I call the Ignite Countdown. And for the next several weeks, we are going to be introducing you to some of our key stakeholders, speakers, sponsors, workshop leaders, coaches, authors, and just some phenomenal women who have been positioned in this season and in this hour to help you shift what's in you to what's outside of you. And so I start off this broadcast asking whoever may be watching to please tell us what city or state you're watching us from. And I've got an amazing guest that is going to be coming and joining us tonight. But before I go into that, listen, Ignite Women's Empowerment Summit is on and popping. We are live. We've been live since March. And this is the season of expectancy. That's right. Whatever you have been praying for, waiting on, trusting God for, struggling with, going through for, I believe that this is the season where God is going to shift what you have been carrying from inside a place where it's been hidden to where it will now be manifested. And so October 30th through November the 1st, we're going to be at the Baltimore Convention Center in Baltimore, Maryland. And look at these guest speakers who are coming to the stage. My God, today, if you haven't heard of any of these speakers, I'm telling you, you are in for a treat. We have Pastor Aziza Morrison, who's going to be coming, Apostle Yolanda Stith, and we have Marissa Farrow. And when I tell you they are going to come and they're going to wreck the atmosphere, you better believe it's going to happen and be there. Not only that, we have over 23 workshop coaches, speakers, leaders, authors, presenters, entrepreneurs who are going to be teaching on business and finance and real estate and how to step into your ministry and how to go to the next level in your life. And they are all coming from every direction across the United States because God has put a mandate on them that this is your time and this is your season. I want you to go to Ignite Summit, www.ignitesummit.org, or you can scan the QR code. But listen, for those that are watching, I got a secret for you. This week on Thursday, we are launching our Labor Day sale, which means that starting Thursday for a very limited time, we are going to have all of our general attendee tickets on sale for $75 for 3 days. Listen, for all that you're going to be getting, 3 days full of workshops, preaching, teaching, leading from authors and entrepreneurs and business leaders, you cannot beat that price. But once the sale ends, it ends. So it's going to be our Labor Day sale. Please tell your friends and your cousins, and I'll be talking more about that. But I want to jump right in tonight to what I'm excited about. Every year, God has entrusted this ministry with some amazing partners and sponsors. These are women who have businesses. Some of them do not, but the guest coming to the stage has a business, who have just been touched by God to want us walk alongside of Ignite Women's Empowerment Summit to ensure that that vision, the vision of Ignite, comes to pass. And all year long, they have been donating and giving and sponsoring and supporting the work of Ignite just so that we can have tickets that will show up for $75. Can you believe that? We couldn't do it without our partners and our sponsors who help support and sponsor the event. And so tonight I have one of my platinum sponsors who's going to be coming to the stage. And I'm super, I met her last year. She walked into the VIP, and baby, when she walked into that room, she made a whole entire entrance. And the only thing I can say is I love that Coke girl. And ever since then, she has been partnering and sponsoring with us. But more importantly, she is a powerhouse in her own right. Jackiea Brooks is the dynamic CEO of J Slay, founded in 2020, and she has a powerful mission to motivate and empower women to overcome life setbacks. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And realize their full potential. She is a nurse, she is an entrepreneur, she is a mentor, and now she is a two-time published author. And with that, she brings heart, soul, hustle, and healing to every conversation, to everything that she touches, to everything that she builds, and to everything that she purposes in her mind. Her newest book, Shift Your Focus, it is a 30-day reshift. I love that. Reshift to changed behavior. And it is a transformative guide designed to help you change your perspective and your mindset and embrace purposeful living. It is now available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, etc. That's her 30-day journey. I'm sure she probably does workshops and all that kind of stuff. It is really designed to help you create clarity and action and growth. And so she's going to be talking way more about this book in the next few minutes. And so without further ado, let's welcome to the stage Jackiea Brooks. Hi, Jackiea. How are you?
Hello, hello, everybody. I am wonderful. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Awesome. 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 Thank you so much. Number one, for being a platinum sponsor at Ignite Women's Empowerment Summit in 2025. I tell you that it's impossible. It is impossible. And I pray every single year, God, you handpick the women that you want. You know everybody in the earth. I don't know that many people, but you know everybody. And I'm
Right.
grateful that the Lord chose you, handpicked you to be a part of the vision for this year.
I'm
So thank
honored.
you so much.
Thank
Awesome.
you for having me.
So listen, share with the audience a little bit about yourself. Who is Jackiea Brooks?
Okay, so Jackiea Brooks is just a girl from Fort Myers. I was a single parent. I had my first kid. I got pregnant at 15. I had my first kid at 16. And since then, I've just been striving and I would say like working my way to just trying to be what people said I couldn't be, if that makes sense. Like
Mm,
trying to make not necessarily make a point, but prove to the world I'm not just the girl that made a mistake, if that makes
yeah.
sense.
Yes.
Um, and so my entire life, I just been trying to succeed. And, with success comes failure and
Yes.
trauma and sacrifices and all of that. So, just a person who doesn't give up and a person with a lot of ambition and
Mm,
a little girl and a little body, but with a big old, a big heart, but also a big mouth too. So-
awesome. I love that. I love that. So you wrote a book. And, for those that are listening, writing a book, unless you love to write,
Mhm.
writing a book, even if you love to write, there's something about writing and penning your own words, right? It's a challenging process, a
I agree.
challenging process. And so you've done it two times now. And your latest book is Shift Your Focus, a 30-day reshift to change behavior. Before we get into really talking about this book, what was your motivation to writing this book?
Pain.
Mm,
So last year, day before my birthday, my grandmother passed away.
wow.
And literally when I tell you it took everything out of me because my grandmom was my girl. If you're
Mhm.
close to your grandmom, you understand. That's more or less so your mom, but in like a softer form.
Yes, right.
Um, and it crushed me. And so I was a person who I was literally like on a plane every other day. I would be in Atlanta, leave from Atlanta, go back to Jersey. I was literally like that girl, like outside, just at events. Just like always doing stuff. I went from that to
Uh-oh, we might have lost her. We'll give her a few minutes to get back on. Chikia, can you hear us? Okay, Danielle, let's give her a few minutes to get back on. I love this topic of reshift. There is something about when you're in a season of expectation. And if you guys are watching, I would love for you to type in the chat what you are expecting from God this year, right? What are some things you're expecting from God? I know for me, there are things that the Lord has promised and spoken to me about for many, many years. And it's been challenging because there are things that I have been expecting from God that I have not seen yet. And so I would love to hear. Oh, there she is. She's back. Hey,
Let me just tell you, that ain't nothing but the devil,
that's
okay?
right.
But listen, we back, and now I gotta tell this story a whole
Tell
lot
the
better.
story. Come on.
So what I was saying was,
Yep.
so when my grandma passed away, I went from literally like that girl to like I didn't want to get out of bed, like and nobody really knew it. So I was in, I just wanted to lay down. I didn't want to go to work. And I'm talking, I'm somebody who will work 7 days a week, 16-hour shifts if I need to. Didn't
Wow.
want to go to work, didn't want to make no money. I went from you seeing my face on social media every single day to like, yeah, I'm hiding under a rock just
Wow.
because I was depressed. And
Wow.
so at that moment, I tried to like call on people, call on my friends, call on just like people, and they didn't get it. So this happened in May. By June, people were like, yo, you got to get over it. And I'm like, get over it. This is somebody I knew my
Wow.
whole life. Like,
Wow.
I don't even know how to survive. When I do
Wow.
something, I call her, like, girl, guess what happened? And if you know, girl moms, they let it gossip. So,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, you have that. It's like a girlfriend that tell your business to everybody, but
That's
they tell
right.
it only to family. You get what I'm saying? So, it's like it was I went from that. So what I did was is I was like, I can't get over this. I don't know how to do this. So hence to the scriptures that are in the beginning of my book, those are the scriptures that I've read that helped me during my 30-day journey. So what I
Mm,
did was I started journaling. So each day that you see, that's what I went through every day. That instead
wow.
of me talking to people, I read
Yes.
my Bible, I prayed,
Yes.
and I journal. And so I was
Wow.
like, you know what? This might help somebody. At first,
Yes.
I was a little nervous because I'm like, I don't want to tell nobody my business. But then I was like, you know what? Somebody else is going through it too. So
Right.
I don't want to be a victim. I'm gonna be a vessel. And so I
Yes.
published Shift Your Focus. And
Wow.
that's where the like a boss comes from, because it's like I was a boss. I went from a boss to basic.
Wow. Talk a little bit about that. Boss to basic. I love that. What do you mean by boss? There's so many women that, well, first of all, we were never taught how to process pain.
Hmm.
Period. We don't
No.
learn it in school. We
Mm-mm.
definitely didn't learn it from our mamas and them
No, we
because
didn't.
they were taught right from a generation, depending on, and we're not that far removed from slavery. We're not that far removed from segregation, years of hardship. And so they had to learn how to survive. We were born from parents who had to learn how to survive, and definitely grandparents who had to learn to survive. And so processing pain and acknowledging pain and embracing pain and learning how to walk through pain. We're not taught
We're
those
not.
principles or those tools, right? But
No.
we are taught how to be strong, how to look strong, how
Yes.
to fake it till we make it. And
Yes.
so, and how to be a boss, how to put
Yep.
our big girl panties on. So talk to me about, when you're trying to get to destiny,
Hmm.
is it necessary that God takes us from boss to basic?
I would say yes. And I also say, like, this is when it's okay to take a rest. Like, it's okay to sit down for a
Mm,
second. So,
mm,
I used to do lives every morning, every other morning, and I would motivate
wow.
people. And I did my mentoring, but I
Wow.
had to sit down because I couldn't pour from an empty cup. So I
Wow.
was hurt. And at that point, I didn't want to mentor people because I didn't want to hurt people. Everything that was coming out of my
Mm,
mouth was negative, and
wow.
not negative in a way of me wanting to, demolish people, but I was just hurting. I didn't know how to deal
Sure.
with it.
Yeah.
And so, I people sometimes keep going, like you say, be strong, but it's okay to not be strong. It's okay to deal with your emotion. It's okay to
Mhm.
rest. It's okay to take some time back and figure it out.
Yeah.
Because the thing about that is if you don't, you are just going to disrupt and destroy everything. Like if
Yeah.
I kept trying to mentor people during that time, I would have lost everybody. And I
Wow.
mean lost everybody to the point where they're like, this girl, she got a little bit too much going on. So because
Mm.
I chose to sit down, I can gracefully stand up and say, listen, this happened to me because I'm pretty sure so many other people went through the same thing and probably were afraid to say, you know what? I wasn't okay for a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I was a lot of bit messed up. So I
Yeah.
had to rest. And now I hope you got your rest because I'm awake.
Yeah. Well, listen, how do we as women, it's important. It's important. I love the fact that you're talking about rest, and it's important we talk about this journey because, as the founder and host of Ignite and all the women that I help to connect with and serve, and no matter how, and I'm a former therapist,
Mhm.
this is what we talk about, but physician heal thyself, okay?
For real.
Why is it so hard? Why do we feel so guilty when we say, I'm not doing nothing today? This is going to be a me day. Why is it so hard, and why do we feel so guilty to do that?
Because I feel like everybody deserve. First of all, I feel like everybody depends on you. Like when the world depends on you, and you feel like, especially when you're that person and you're in the limelight, and like people look up to you. When people
Mm,
look up to you, it's like, let me not go outside without my hair done.
right.
Let me always make sure I'm intact. But
Yep.
today I want to look like a bum. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm being serious
Yes.
because you want to be
That's right.
comfortable.
That's
Or
right.
for instance, you might be in the market and you don't want to talk to somebody, so you fake. I don't know, because I do it all the time. I fake like I'm on the phone because I just need some me time. So I think the reason why people feel like that is because it seems like it's not normal to be selfish. And I tell
Mm,
people all the time that, like, you don't always have to carry the world on your back. It's
wow.
okay to say no. And I
That's right.
mean, you don't even got to practice it. No. I mean, I said
Yes.
no. Like,
Yes.
I'm not able to do it for you because I have
That's
30
right.
things that I have to do, and
Right.
you need to step it up a notch.
That's it.
Because you can only put your hand back and lean for people a certain amount of time. Like, after
Right.
so many times, they have to lead themselves. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying? So
That's
with
right.
every lead and every gain and every success and just what everything comes today, it's
Yeah.
about me. And it's
Yeah.
okay to have selfish moments.
Yeah. And the thing too is, I think there's two things that I have learned about why I so struggle with guilt is number one, I grew up in a time and in a household where I was affirmed for what I did,
Mhm.
what I accomplished. It could have been as simple as I vacuum. We all, like, before mommy
Mhm.
gets home, we gotta and
I
and
was a baby, so I wasn't doing nothing.
okay, well, and so we were applauded or we were punished
Right.
by what we did and what we didn't do. And so there's this foundational default that if I'm not doing anything, I'm not accomplishing, right?
Mhm.
But the other thing is, we get addicted to affirmation.
Yes.
We get addicted to affirmation, and we get affirmed. Most of the time, we're affirmed by people around us because of what we do and not who we are.
Hmm.
And especially what we do for others, like,
Yes.
and if you grew up in a household, right, where you were the oldest, or even if you weren't, you were
Yep.
the one. You
Hmm.
were the responsible one. You were the one that had to do all the dishes. You were the one that didn't give mommy any headache. And you're still the one. You're the one at work. You're the one amongst your family. When cousin Tay Tay and them go to jail, you're the one that they
One.
get the phone call. You're the one. And so, to not be the one
Right.
sometimes can make you feel like, who am I? Talk a little
See,
bit about that.
me personally, I'm in a point in my life where now, like, if you in trouble, don't call me.
Mm,
Because and it's not it is not that I want to be mean. It's
yeah.
just that, like, I feel like I don't want to always be your first resort anymore,
Yeah.
because I've learned that if I can't lean on you, and it might seem a little mean, but if I'm down and out and I can't lean on you for anything, I need you to get another lifeline.
Wow.
And I say it because you have different type of people. You have people who are just dependent, and you have some people who actually do genuinely need the help. And it's hard
Yes.
if you're not strong to differentiate between the two,
Yes.
because
That's
a giver never knows when to stop giving, and a taker
that's
never
right.
knows when to stop taking.
Oh,
So,
say that. Wait. You're not just gonna run past that sentence, honey.
okay.
You
I'm
gonna say
dropping
that one
gems.
more time. Come on.
Okay, because now you got me started. Because a
Okay.
giver
Let's
never
go.
knows. Like, this is gonna be a meme, but a giver
Yes,
never knows when to stop giving, and a taker never knows when to stop taking.
that is
And
right.
so, with a pure heart, you become on E.
That's right.
So if you don't have discernment to be like, no, everybody's gonna always go to you. And I don't want to be that person because I
That's
was
right.
that person. And
That's
I've
right.
learned the hard way to say, you know what? Not today.
Not
I'm
today.
gonna make you uncomfortable because when I'm uncomfortable, I have to figure it out.
Yes. Yes.
You know?
That is so good. So talk, how did you, so for these 30 days, how did you reshift
Mhm.
from being in a point of despair where you were empty, right? You went through a tragic loss. And so the loss of your grandmother, someone who encouraged you, supported you, probably one of the few people in your life who you didn't have to carry. You
Mm-mm.
know, she carried you, she prayed for you, all those things. How did you reshift your focus in those 30 days? What is a reshift? What does that look like?
Ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was ugly. Like I'm telling you, you ever had that ugly cry? I mean, that
Baby,
cry where your face is planted to. I mean,
baby.
I'm telling you, I'm being for real. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I cried. I cried a lot.
Wow.
And I still cry, but I cried a lot. And so I listened to Tasha Cobb. He Knows My Name. That was my grandma's favorite song. And I
Mm,
would listen to that. And I would just like literally sit there and just like let it marinate. And even still to this day I do it. Like sometimes I just tap out.
mm.
And
Wow.
but I had to get comfortable with realizing that, it's okay.
Yeah.
And another thing is, I got comfortable with not talking to people.
Mm.
I got comfortable with not picking up my phone and telling people my business. I got
Mhm.
comfortable with understanding that not everybody can carry what I carry because
That's
they're
right.
not me. And
That's right.
so it's hard to explain things. It's like, I'll give you an example. I can't talk to people about business because we might be talking to you. I might be talking about $1,000, and to me, I'm thinking about 90,000. So that's just I'm just being like how big I dream, and it's
Yeah.
like you might look at me like she's crazy, and I'm like, you don't dream big enough for me.
Mm.
So with that being said, I can't talk to most people about my problems because my I'm built different. When you walk into, like you said, oh, I walked in, I made an appearance. No matter where I go, I make an appearance because I carry something that a lot of people don't carry.
Yeah.
So I had to be okay with that. And so
Mhm.
now I'm okay with knowing that I go through certain things in life and everybody won't understand my journey. I'll give you an
Yeah.
example.
That's
When I
good.
went to nursing school, I failed out of nursing school a week before graduation by 1 point. I had to go
Ooh.
back because I was trying to be the superwoman, mom, take care of all my bills, single. Like I was trying and I could
Wow.
not do it. And so
Wow.
I let my kids live with their dads. And I
Mm.
got a lot of pushback for that. But in my eyes, it's like, this is their parents too. Like I
Right.
still get pushback from that. And my oldest
Okay.
is 21.
Wow.
So it's like, you have to make a sacrifice. So a lot of people always ask me a question like, you should be excited, and I say, success brings a lot of pain.
Mm.
So sometimes it's like you really can't be so excited because with every win comes a heartache.
That's right.
So to answer your question, it's like I just got comfortable with realizing that, you know what, my journey's not your journey, and my journey is a lot harder because I'm built different.
Yeah. That's good. That is so, so, so good. And so what I hear you saying is one of the things that you had to do to really reshift is to change your perspective, or even just
Absolutely.
go deeper into embracing the perspective of yourself that you've probably always had. You know, one thing I've learned is many of us in the secret place of our heart, we have a suspicion of who we are. We have a suspicion of the greatness that we carry, but they don't know who we are. And so
Absolutely.
we always look outside of ourselves for confirmation of what's inside of us. We look
Mm-hmm.
for someone else to confirm it. And when they don't confirm it, we come into agreement with
Mm-hmm.
our enemies'
Yes.
opinion of us, or our mama nem's opinion of us.
The
And
label.
the label or the expectation or where
Mm-hmm.
they think they see you. And what I hear you saying is that season of pain and darkness forced your vision inward
Yes.
and forced you to see who you really were.
Mm-hmm.
That Jackiea was always the person. Jackiea was always the person that
Mm-hmm.
knows how to walk through tough stuff, you know. And I don't necessarily always need a cheerleader, although we need that person. But in this
Right.
season, God is saying it's just me and you. And
Mm-hmm.
so, reshifting your focus. Pain always produces a new vision, is what I hear you saying, and a
Yep.
new understanding of who you really, really are. That's powerful. I love that. I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love that. How come you're not teaching a workshop at the conference, girl? I don't
You
even
let me
know why.
you let me know when you're ready and I got you.
Are we ready? We ready every
I'm
year.
in there then. Put me down.
I mean, what we doing? What we doing, sis?
I wanted to do it last time, but I was afraid to ask. But now
Oh,
it's
you
like I'm
now
okay.
that you're supposed to be afraid. Now, come on. What we talking about here?
See,
Let's
you got
go.
me. Wherever you need me, go ahead and work through me. I'm good.
We
I
shift
got
your focus. Let's go. This is a
no, but
powerful workshop.
seriously. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, like you'd be surprised like who people are when you really just sit and understand because a lot of people carry a lot, but they just don't
yeah,
show it.
yeah,
So there's a lot of scars behind, the smile and the
yeah.
everything. But
Absolutely.
the main focus is honestly is pushing through and stop.
Yeah.
What I learned is stop being. I got. I'm no longer saying why me. I'm thankful that I
Mm.
went through it. I'm like, you know what? It's cool because now I'm
Say
out
it
to help
again.
somebody else.
Say it again.
Yeah, that's just what it is. Like I had to go through it because now I can help you. Like with school, I tell
Yes.
people ask me all the time, Jay, how'd you do it? So now I help people when it
Yeah.
comes to nursing school. I'm like, girl, you can do it. Listen,
Wow.
get them kids to their daddy. They'll be all right. They'll come back because when the kids get a certain age, they want to be around you anyway. So
Yes.
you got you cannot be what
Mm.
people. It's always people who don't do anything that's telling you how you should, what you should,
Oh,
why you
yes.
should,
Yes.
why would you? Because they're
Yes.
fearful. But if you always
Right.
take that leap on faith, you'll be fine.
Yes. What's the one, and I feel like you're kind of touching on it right now. What's the one thing that is keeping women from shifting?
Fear, I would say a lot of people are always too in how can I say it? They care too much about what other people think.
Mm.
So what I see with a lot of people is it's like people have the courage to want to do things. They have the talents, but they don't have the initiative push. And that
Mm.
push is just like I said before, your past can't go with you. The
Ooh.
people, I'm
Wait,
I'm I'm being for real
wait
because
a
a
minute.
lot of
Hold
people
it. Hold it. I'm not just gonna skip past that sentence. Hold on. Look.
look.
I need you to say that one more again.
Yeah, your past can't go with you. Like you literally
Yes.
have to be okay with being like, I done
Yes.
leveled up from this 3 times. So why are you going back knocking at a door that you don't have keys to no more?
Ooh.
The keys are
Oh,
changed. So you
yes.
cannot, you can't, I can't to my old place, I can't use the same keys. Like it's time
That's right.
you can't drive a car. Nowadays you don't even got a key. So it's time to elevate. And then some
Yes.
people are afraid to even want nice things because they feel like, well, I can't be no 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 no. You deserve it. You
That's
deserve
it.
to elevate. And
Yeah.
I think that the problem is, like I said, a lot of people are afraid of what other people think when it's time for them to elevate. And it's
Yes.
like once you become I think it comes with a certain age. Because once you become
I
like,
agree.
okay, well, they're gonna feel what they want to feel. People are gonna talk no matter what. Just do you.
Yep.
I
I
feel like
agree.
it makes life better that
I
way.
agree.
I'm not saying be, you know, carefree, but like you just if you feel it in your heart and it's something you really want to do, it's like we're
Yep.
writing a book. A lot of
Yep.
people are afraid or writing a song. A lot of
Yes.
people are afraid to do that because what will people think? I'm telling my story. I'm airing out my dirty laundry. Well, you tell people things for free all the time. So
Listen.
why not turn your pain into paper?
Ooh, wait a minute. So we're not gonna skip past that sentence.
That's that's a shirt. That's a t-shirt.
Somebody put that in the chat. Say that one more time. Say that one more
Turn
time.
that pain into paper.
Turn that pain into paper. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
I
do
mean,
this. I love
people
that.
do it all the time.
Yes. People do it all the time. And you're right. one thing it took me a very, very long time to realize, when I'm doing nothing, I'm still being talked about. So I might as well do what I want to do.
That's it.
Because
And look good while doing it.
and here's the other thing. The thing you're afraid of how people will perceive you, you've already been through that.
Mm-hmm.
You've been through worse than this.
Mm-hmm.
And you survived it. And you've been through it. Yes, you cried, you didn't like it, but somehow or another we run from, oh my God, I don't want anybody to hate on me. I don't want anybody to, but you've already mastered how to be hated.
Yes.
You've already learned the principles of how to walk through it from the last person that hated on you. And so
Absolutely.
that prepared you for this season in your life. And so I absolutely love that. Listen, we can talk all day. You my type of girl. I can't believe I'm gonna just ride you on not teaching at the conference. Like every time I see you, like, oh, did you teach a workshop? Oh no, that's right. You're not teaching this year because you
You
didn't.
don't even have to because I told you I'm there. I will do it. You got me. I'm good. I'll do it. I will do
So
it.
how can people connect with you? How can they get this book? How can they get you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
So my Facebook, you can get to me by it's J Slay Jackiea Brooks. That's my business, and then my first and last name. And then on Instagram, I'm J Slay underscore LLC. Now, shift your focus. You can purchase it on Amazon, and you can also purchase it. It's in 600 online Barnes and Noble stores.
Awesome. 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 And there is, I think, a QR code up
QR code.
there. Awesome. Do you
Thank
have
you.
any workshops coming up? Any coaching? Anything that
Yes.
you do on the side that women can plug into?
So every first of the month, we do a 30-day reshift challenge where I read the book with you. I've done my
Nice.
book like 3 times now. And we
Awesome.
can get on Zoom or a live chat and we can talk about it. And what I
Awesome.
like about that is you'd be surprised how certain days people are like, I'm going through this and I'm going
Yeah.
through that. And the
Yeah.
best thing about my book is you get to compare each month. Like, did you
Mm,
shift or are you still the same? And if you didn't
nice.
shift, why? Are you
Nice.
the problem or are you still focused on things that are keeping you stuck?
Yes. That is
So I'm in
awesome.
the process of putting together a conference as well. All of that will be posted. I just purchased, well, not well, we did like a 5-year lease to a building. So we're
Ooh,
now we'll have bigger event space and things like that. So I didn't even, you're the
awesome.
first person to know about this.
Well, not I'm not the only person now. Now you got that's
Yeah.
watching. So you'll be releasing details on your pages.
Yes.
Yes, awesome. Well, listen, Jackiea, I am super duper excited about what God is going to do in your life.
Thank
You
you.
are super cool. This is just our second time really actually talking. You're one of those types of girls that's like, I feel like I've known her my whole life. And I love that you're real. I love that you're relevant. I love that you've had some experiences, but also that you carry yourself like a boss, that you've gone through the crucible of time where you're now at a place where it just feels like I'm going to own my space in this universe and
Absolutely.
nothing can stop me. Pain has prepared me to stand in my place, and I love it. And the women of Ignite, we love it, we need it, and we are so grateful that you did not give up during that dark season in your life, that you didn't lose your mind, that you did not quit, because so many women are, even more so, are needing what you have to give. So thank you for coming to the speakers
Thank
room.
you.
Thank you for being a part of Ignite Women's Empowerment Summit. Thank you for being our platinum sponsor. Listen, ladies, if you're watching, maybe you're just joining, or you're going to be listening to it again, please look on the bottom of the screen. Put her information back up there. I really want you to get connected with Jackiea. There is so much that she has in you. This is the season 2 reshift. Why? Because for me to give birth, I have to shift
Hmm.
from where I am to get into the delivery position. Everybody has to
Absolutely.
shift, right? You don't give birth standing up. We have to shift our position. We have to shift our perspective. We have to shift our mindset. We have to shift how we're doing and what we're always doing, and go from what we've always done to doing something we've never done before. And Jackiea has the tools to teach you how to do that. Thank you so much, Jackiea, for being a
Thank you.
part. And I cannot wait to give you a big old, big old, big old hug in October. Listen,
Likewise.
thank you so much. Listen, ladies, if you are joining us, we are going to be at the Baltimore Convention Center October 30th through November the 1st. This year, look at all these guest speakers who are going to be coming. We have Aziza Morrison. We have Apostle Yolanda Stith. We have Marissa Farrow. I will be speaking 23 workshop speakers, leaders, coaches, authors, entrepreneurs, sponsors who will be there, who are there to help position you to give birth to what you have been carrying, what you have been expecting, what you have been hoping for. We also have an amazing, our worship artists, JP and Stephanie Heath and team are always phenomenal. And we've got some amazing workshops that are going to be happening for you. And I want you to get your ticket. And those that are watching, here is something that I want you to know, that this Thursday, we're launching our Labor Day sale where our general attendee tickets are going to be $75. We're also slashing $100 off of our vendors. Oh my God. Somebody say OMG. We're going to be slashing $100 off of our vendor tables, but for a very, very, very limited time. So once that ends and the sale ends, all our tickets will be gone in the sense of those special rate tickets, but we want you to join us. So once you see us posting on Thursday, my whole team is going to be posting about the Labor Day sale. Jump on that code, get your ticket. This is going to be a phenomenal year. Last year was our first year going into the Baltimore Convention Center. When I tell you I took this crazy leap of faith, the devil wanted me to have imposter syndrome and tell me you're not big enough. Nobody knows your name. Ain't nobody coming. You got to have $1 million to go into the Baltimore Convention Center. And I'll tell you something. I did it afraid. I did it afraid because the Lord, all of these years, has just proven to me that if you move, I will manifest. Oh, I'm going to say that again. If you move, I will manifest. And that's for all of those. You've got a dream in you. You have something in you that you believe God has given to you, or that you really want to see happen, but you've just been waiting for the details. You're waiting for your money to get right. You're waiting for somebody to prophesy to you for the 25th, 150th, 11th time. Well, guess what? The Lord said, no more signs. I'm not giving you no more prophetic words. I'm not going to give you any more details. When you move, I will manifest. That is, somebody put that in the text, in the chat. When you move, I will manifest. When you take a step, heaven will back you up. And so we're going to be preaching and teaching about that at Ignite. If we're watching, you got something on the inside of you, you know that it is overdue. You are a woman who is expecting. You are overdue. God said, I am going to create a labor and delivery room right at the Baltimore Convention Center. And I want you to make a move so God can begin to manifest. Again, I thank you all for joining us. Join us back the first week in September. We're going to be bringing more speakers to the speakers room. We want you to get excited. We want you to tell your girlfriends, because we want you to make space, create space for another sister to come. And we want you to get in the building because we know God has something amazing in store for you. Go to www.ignitesummit.org. Our Labor Day sale is going to be $75, but for a limited time, for 3 days, 3-day conference. That's $25 a day, honey. You can't beat that for all that we're going to be giving you, but it's going to be very limited. All right. So thank you so much. I can't wait to see y'all next week after next, for another round of the Speakers Room. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.